Hi everyone, my name is Zian and I'm from Danza Latina. I am a full-time dance teacher specializing in Latin solo, which is Latin dancing without a partner. Now, dancing is a physical activity, which is best learned in person. Plus, when you're learning in person, it is easier for you to observe and copy your dance teacher. Plus, the fact that you're actually there together makes it easier for your dance teacher to observe you and make sure that you're executing the moves correctly, and to correct you just in case you're not. However, now with the current pandemic, all physical dance lessons have been cancelled, and a lot of dance teachers have taken to teaching online. So, if you are on the fence on whether you should take these online dance lessons, here are 6 reasons why you should go for them. Number 1, it is the safest option right now. With the current pandemic, it is not advisable for us to be in a confined space with many other people. In fact, it is very difficult to conform to the 2-meter physical distancing rule, especially in a dance studio. Plus, with the latest facts that we know about the virus, we know that the virus can stay in the air for hours, which means that even if you're maintaining that 2-meter rule between you and somebody else, when you're dancing, you don't stay on the spot. You tend to move around. So, unless we are prepared to stay in our little square on the dance floor, it is not possible for us to meet together and dance together in a dance studio. Plus, if it is a public access space, like say a community hall, we have no control over who goes in and out. For example, it could be users of the community hall, could also be the cleaners who are cleaning that area. And we may not be able to sanitize that area properly. So for the time being, for our own safety and security, it is best to stick to places that we are comfortable with and we know are sanitized properly. Number 2, there is no one watching you. One of the biggest worries that a lot of beginners have is looking foolish when they're learning a brand new dance movement. Now, this is not something that you actually need to worry about because, trust me, your dance teachers have seen everything, including themselves looking foolish when they first learned a new dance movement. However, knowing this doesn't take away that fear. And in fact, this is the biggest obstacle stopping a lot of beginners from signing up for dance lessons. So, when you're learning online, at home, you no longer have this worry. No one is able to see you no matter how many silly mistakes you make and how awkward you may look. What if you're joining a live online session instead of watching a pre-recorded course? Well, you always have the option of switching off your video in a teleconferencing app. And if the software doesn't give you that option, you can always place a sticker on the camera of your device. Number 3, you don't have to look for parking. When you go for a physical lesson, you need to get into your car, you need to drive through traffic, and when you get there, you need to look for parking before you actually go into the studio for lesson. If you stay in the city, like in Klang Valley, you can get caught in the jam for more than an hour sometimes. And then when you finally get there, you can't find parking. It can take you more than 30 minutes sometimes just going round and round and round looking for a parking spot. Or even if you are not driving and you're taking a car sharing service like Grab, you still get caught in that jam. Whichever the case, you still have to spend time on the road. Even if you're taking public transportation, like say the train. It gets worse when it's raining. Like for me, when I was very actively learning from a few different dance studios in Klang Valley, I would be traveling more than an hour each way sometimes just to get to the lesson. It was exhausting and it took a lot of willpower to keep going for the lesson week after week because sometimes it would take more than 3 hours, including traveling and looking for parking for a 1-hour lesson every single week. So now with online learning, you don't have to worry about the traveling, you don't have to worry about parking, you don't even need to worry about the weather. So if you have allocated 1 hour for the lesson, you only need to spend 1 hour on that lesson. You don't have to travel or look for parking because you're right there at home already. All you need to do is spend a little bit of time to prepare for the class, like get your devices ready and clear the space, but other than that, you're good to go. Number 4, you can learn dancing from someone who's halfway around the world from you. If you have always wanted to learn dancing from a particular dance teacher or maybe a particular dance style that's not available in your immediate vicinity, but location is a problem. For example, you're not in the same town or even in the same country as that teacher. Well, now location is not a problem. With online learning, you can now learn from that dance teacher. Number 5, you don't have to keep up with the Joneses. Of course, one of the best things about learning in a dance studio is the social factor. You get to make new friends and you get to have conversations with people who are not your family members or from your office. Sometimes you can even share fun treats. Like in one of my classes, we have this awesome home baker, and occasionally she would bring a home-baked goodie. And it was something the whole class looked forward to because her baking is just simply awesome. But I am also aware that there are some beginners who may feel a little overwhelmed when they're joining a new class, especially if the class has been running for some time. It's been regular for some time now. And they may feel that their dancing is not quite up to par, and they feel very self-conscious when they're in that class, and sometimes this self-consciousness stops them from wanting to continue with that class. Or perhaps there are some classes where everyone is dressed in the trendiest dance wear, and you're showing up as a beginner in just t-shirt and shorts or jeans, and you feel like you don't quite fit in. So now that you're dancing at home when there's no one around you, you don't have to worry about whether your dancing is up to par or whether your clothes are fitting in with the rest of the class. Number 6, you can learn at your own pace and your time. Now, of course, this applies only for pre-recorded courses, and I'm not referring to the live online sessions. So the good thing about learning from pre-recorded courses is that you get to watch and play those recordings at any time and at any pace that's comfortable to you. Especially if you can't quite catch what the instructor is saying or doing. For example, if the move is a little bit complex and you can't quite get the hang of it. The great thing is with these recordings, you can replay over and over again until you get it. Or if it's the other way, if you're a fast learner, then you can go through the lessons much more quickly than a typical lesson. Also, you're not bound by a timetable. If say your only available time is at 10 p.m. at night and that's when you want to learn dancing, well, just switch on your device and play the lesson. So a course can take 1 month for some people, or it could take 3 months for some of you, or it could be as fast as just 1 week for you really fast learners. The great thing is you can learn anytime, anywhere, at a pace that's comfortable for you. So these are the 6 reasons why you should learn dancing online. Do you have any reasons of your own, or do you have any reasons why you don't want to learn dancing online? Do share in the comments below. In my next video, I will share with you tips on what you need to prepare in order to learn dancing online at home. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get updates on when my new videos are released on a weekly basis, including free dance tutorials. If you are interested to learn more about my Latin solo dance lessons, feel free to send me a private message. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please click like.